The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And all the way down to the 9. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Julian Okwara.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
They go screen with Dillon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Rodgers.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
story.
Long night.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one of the many games we'll be watching around the NFL here these final few weeks of the campaign. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Dillon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dillon up the middle. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. The Packers at 11-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 21. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Dancing to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount, right? Touchdown! Jamison Williams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, another run for Dillon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Dillon. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 24, Goff.
And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. First down, and they go with Swift again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. Chunk this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Dillon. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They run again with Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game of the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devontae Wyatt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Escaping the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. This is Dillon on the counter. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Goff being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to Dillon on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out, how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Goff now to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the